Where do you find good crew, love this one, who work like they're working for the Lord and have a servant's heart? Where do you find?
Buying you guys time to answer that question, I'll tell you a story about what happened in a region that was short on good PAs. They started going to the coffee shops and hiring baristas. And some of the film schools got upset because they weren't hiring their students. They said, well, the baristas work hard. They're used to keeping up with things, paying attention, listening well, processing well, have people skills, and that's what we need for our PAs. And quite frankly, some of your students aren't bringing that. I say that because you want to look for people that are serving if you want to have somebody with a servant's heart. You know, so you just need to figure out where in your vicinity where you can find those people. And I'll also say, we almost exclusively, at least I do, I can't speak for them exactly, but I know that just in general in the film industry, it's all relational. I don't usually go and hire a random person precisely because I don't know them. So I'm going to be looking for somebody that someone else knows if I don't have somebody available. So I'm going to call Adam and say, hey, Adam, do you have anybody that, you know, might be free right now? I need 2 more PAs. Because I know he's got a ton of really talented people that he's worked with, right? And that's how I'm going to find somebody with a servant's heart that's a good crew member. I'm not just going to be looking for it randomly. I'm going to ask people that know them.
Yeah, exactly. It's relational. So if you don't know the person, you probably know somebody that does, right? So, I mean, and everybody talks. I talked yesterday, too, how it's a small niche business. Everybody knows everybody. So when you go work, your goal might be to work on The Chosen, right? But you go work for David Cook, and you're like, I don't really want to work for David Cook. I want to work with Adam at The Chosen. Well, guess what? You should work for David Cook, and then David Cook's like, hey, Adam, this person's amazing. Guess what? Then you're over at The Chosen with Adam. And kind of that indirect path we talked about that we took to work with the Kendricks. And so it kind of comes back to that of just, you'll see the people, right? You'll see the servants that they shine. And so many times I have hired people that have never been on a film set versus the person who's done a ton of film sets just because I see their servant heart.
And then most times when we want something, let's try to be that first. Because especially when the production begins, there might still be people who might be on that set, and some may not even yet have submitted themselves deeply to Christ by reason of what we radiate. You'll be shocked. I remember one of the films I did 3 years ago, the director of photography, he's been asking me, when are we filming next? When are we filming? He said he got an offer like ×3 what I was able to offer him, but he chose to come to the set. He said stepping into that set healed his marriage, that he was at the verge of divorce when he left the house. But by the time he got back home, that his marriage, so a lot of things happened on the set. So when we are, because especially you, the maker of the film, the producer, you're the fulcrum. Whatever you build, the template you build is most likely what is going to radiate on that set. So when you're it first, most likely you're going to attract that, and you're asking the right people to get the right kind of crew and cast you need. And whoever comes, because I also see film as an opportunity for some people to engage. They may not, we are at different levels in our life. Some people might not have contacted God deeply, but by reason of experiencing us, they will just find something bigger, something higher than chasing money, chasing everything. They see that beyond everything, there's something about the life you live. So let us be that first, then we'll attract the kind of people we want.
If I can just add one more thing to the discussion about how to find the right people, and to your point of being the right person, and also to your point of working for somebody else first. What happens when you work for somebody else first, you're working in an environment with a lot of other people as well, and you're both going to recognize people that you want to work with when it comes time for you to make your film, but also you have to be the right kind of person that those people want to work for. And I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody come up complaining because nobody wants to work with them on a project. Like, then you're not ready to lead a project. You need to go find someone else that you can work for and serve and work on their project. So a big piece, it's not just learning how to be a producer. It's not just learning to serve, but through those pieces, you're also meeting the people that you're going to want to work with, figuring out who you want to work with, building those relationships so that when it comes time for you to do your story, you say, hey, I'm trying to make this short film. You've got 30 people that are like, oh, I want to work with you. I want to help you do that. And it happens all the time that way.